But at least you can get paid.
Okay, I'll hop in on the video. What's up?
What?
Not much, not much.
Luffy can't be poisoned.
My bad. Forgive me. I was trying to
Yeah.
eat as much as I could and clean.
What would you do instead of Sanji?
Yeah, no, you straight.
What would you do instead of Sanji? It was Zoro.
We trying to play some Rocket or?
Yeah, I'm on Rocket League, but it don't matter to me. What'd you say, Kid?
Instead of Sanji, what would you do if it was Zoro?
That'd be wild.
What would you do if it was Usopp?
I wouldn't be surprised.
He'd be like, I want it to be king. I mean, how the fuck did you kill him though?
Yeah, I'm on Rocket. If you want to play something else, just let me know.
I mean, you'll do the we got it. Like,
Yeah, I got Minecraft.
I think I'm gonna wait to play Minecraft until you get a PC.
Yeah.
Modded Minecraft.
Cause I know RJ's been wanting to play it. Well, he's asked me a few times, not like all the time, but.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I can't really play
Stock Minecraft.
survival games, you know. No, I can play stock Minecraft, but like only for like a week. If you all hop on and like play every day.
Yeah.
That's like a week. And then I'm like, okay.
Yeah, me too. I've never really played Minecraft with a bunch of people. I'm not gonna lie. But I think I've really only like really played it with like RJ, Natalie, maybe you. I've never like played it with online people.
I mean, it's not that different from solo.
Yeah.
I think your progress faster because like more people can do different things. But
I feel like it might be more fun. Maybe some more goofy shit happening.
oh yeah. I mean, definitely play together. I have a buddy who we tried playing Minecraft. I don't think he understands what I mean when I want to play like together. He was like, okay, well, we're playing the same map, but I'm gonna go over here. And I'm like, that's not technically solo.
Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck? I get it if it was like, if you're each trying to build like a, I don't know, maybe some like RP, like army type shit, but like, yeah, not fucking. But that's stupid as fuck. Like, what's the point of even playing together at that point? I don't think so either, because that's pretty stupid. Really? Because I know I got a buddy too that's really into it, but he's really into like stock Minecraft. So he has like, he showed me one of his maps. He's like, oh yeah, I built a city with my friends. We got like a boat dock, and I was expecting like some shit that I could build. It might take me a few hours, but I could build. But what, Kelly? I'm sorry. But like he showed it to me, and it was like fucking massive. Like the top of the boats wouldn't even load in. You had to like fly up for it to load in. And I was like, bro, what the hell? And the castle was like an actual like huge castle. Like that shit like, yeah, no, like you couldn't walk through the whole castle in like 10 minutes. Like you couldn't. Even if you just like sprinted through the whole, flew through the whole thing, you could not do it in 10 minutes. It's fucking huge. He was like, yeah, me and my friends been playing this for like 5, 6 years. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Because I was like, oh yeah, I can play with y'all. But then I was like, hell no, I'm gonna ruin this map. God damn, finally. Mm-hmm.
But after that first initial week, I figured out like the whole crazy farm together, and then to make like a like an overworld or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the reason I made that is like, oh well, I'm not
I get tired of it too, unless like, it just has to do with the right people, I guess. Ay. Yeah. Dude, I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember or not, but I used to like I think we spent like a week trying to get Jose to get the Jurassic Park mod on the 360. Cause yeah, that shit did not work. Dude, I was obsessed with that shit. I used to watch videos all day. I was like, yeah, me too, but that shit didn't do jack shit. Oh yeah, Lucky Block was huge back in the day. That was a pretty decent shot. Ooh.
Did you ever watch popular MMOs?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was just in that one world.
Popular MMOs, Sunday,
Oh my god,
Sunday. What's the other one called? The fucking
Diamond Lifeguard or some shit.
oh, I'm not sure.
Like that.
Stampy, there was Stampy.
I never watched it, but
I didn't watch them either. I know RJ did. And then that fucking one white guy with Trayoris, the dog.
oh, I think that's what I'm talking about.
Wait, I thought it was. Is it Dan TDM? Is that his name?
Oh,
I don't know. I think it is. Trayoris, the fucking. Was that a dog or a villager? I don't remember. I know like he had a villager and the dog. Dude, I used to think that laboratory was so dope, and then I like look back at it and I was like, that is the shittiest laboratory I've ever seen in my life. It's like two fucking octagons put together and that's it. And there's no... Oh my god, it's so funny. Didn't fucking popular MMOs and that one chick break up too? I remember that being a big thing. I was like, holy shit. I was huge into Jacksepticeye too. I think you put me on him. Yeah. I look. Yeah, no, for real. Cause I didn't think I was like that OG. I'm sorry, I can't speak that quietly. But damn, really? But I remember I went to go look back at some videos. I was like, oh, let me see the fucking Happy Wheels videos. Let me see like the fucking Beam and G Drive videos. And it was like 8 years ago or some crazy shit. And I was like, what the fuck? And some of them like are so shit quality compared to now. And I was like, dude, I am an OG. Holy shit. Cause I know all the Jacksepticeye lore. Every single like throwback joke he makes now, like I know that shit. Shit's wild. No, Jacksepticeye is fucking dope. He gets too much hate. He gets a fuck ton of hate, but it's just for the voice. Cause he's so fucking loud. That's it. Yeah, I mean I get it, cause I always hated Markiplier. I always had a respect for Markiplier, but I always hated that shit. I thought he was so cringy. See, that's the thing. That's the reason I didn't watch him, because all I ever heard was Markiplier, Five Nights at Freddy's. It's the best. I never even gave him a shot, dude. I was just like, okay, fuck this guy.
So actually, I didn't watch
Oh, really? My fault. But yeah, Jacksepticeye, dude. I stopped watching that as a guy like a year or two ago. Maybe more. Yeah, definitely probably more than that. Cause he really changed. He's kind of like more on PewDiePie's terms now, where he's like real calm and just talks about real shit. Oh yeah, bro. Oh my god, dude, PewDiePie is like now that I'm grown, I'm like, dude, fuck both of you. You guys are like have the easiest lives. And you didn't do shit. I'm out here working 10 hours a day in the sun, and I got a fucking piece of, like, my truck don't even run right. Like, dude, what the fuck? That's so unfair. Yeah. I get it. Like, I'm not mad about it, but, like, I am a little mad about it. I'm like, dude. Ugh. Yeah. Or like, do you know who Adam LZ is? Bro, this motherfucker literally just posted BMX videos and then just posted regular ass drifting videos, and now he has like a fucking compound full of, he has like 50 cars and they're all like fully built, like whatever the fuck he wants cars. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you were like, he was like fucking like, I'd say like around 23 when he started like popping off. He's maybe like, I'd say like maybe 27 right now, 28. And he has like a fucking giant compound, like 50 cars, and they're all like purpose-built cars. Fucking, he's in pro drifting now. I don't know if you knew that. He's been in it for like 2 or 3 years. Like FD, Formula Drift. And I'm like, bro, you are living the fucking life. And at first he was like mid. He was alright. And now it's like, everyone's just glazing him. They're like, Adam LZ, the people's drifter. And then he's like out here beating people and shit. And I'm like, dude, you couldn't have just like been happy with all those cars? You gotta flex this shit on me too? Dude, that shit, I can't, like, genuinely, like, I was like an OG to him too. I didn't watch any of his BMX stuff, but like when he had his very first drift car and started doing all that shit, right when he started doing all the drifting stuff, that's when I started watching. And now he has like everything you could ever want. I cannot watch him anymore because I get too like I get too sad that like my life's so like not like that. Like I just cannot watch it. I can't watch this dude just drive my dream cars around and be like, yeah, it's alright. But I'm gonna do this and this and this. And back then it was fine because I didn't know how much it cost. I was like, oh yeah, I want to do a turbo to my car too. But it's like, dude, you just spent like 15 grand just because you wanted to. Like what? One of the big ones I remember when I was in high school. This kind of like made me like, okay, this guy is kind of crazy. He turboed his mom's car in like 2 hours just for the fuck of it. Literally like just for fun. And he had like I think he was kind of big at the time and he had like his own fabricator, his own they fabricated an entire like turbo kit like from nothing in like 2 hours just for the fuck of it. And then he made a video and his mom was like, "Hey, you're crazy. Can you take it off?" And he was like, "Yeah." That was pretty much it. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. That shit makes me kind of salty. Yeah. Yeah. Or like those motherfuckers that'll be like, I don't know, just like reviewing like the most dumb shit products, like the PS5 or something. Like this one costed me $3,500, but it's no different to the regular one. And then they just like fucking put it in their attic, and they review like the next PS5 they get, and it's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you don't know how happy I was when I got my PS5 for the first time. I had to save up for that shit. And you have like 20 that you just like are reviewing. Dude, yeah. Like, I was watching this one motherfucker, and he was like, I use this PS5 sometimes, but this is the main one. And that's if I'm not using my PC. And like, why the fuck do you need like 3 PS5s if you got a PC? It's just so like, it's so like disconnected, I guess. Or when you start running numbers, or I guess when you're like not doing good financially, that shit just like pisses you off. Cause it's like, bro, that would have changed my life. And you're just like, and then made triple my salary in those 2 videos. You didn't do jack shit. And then they take vacations because YouTubing is so hard. It's like, guys, my mental health. It's like, bro, you have no idea. Come work with me and see how good your mental health does. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, if that would have made it in. I'm like just now starting to be able to like hit that one that are far away from the wall like that. Oh my god, that's bullshit. I didn't even know we were in overtime. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, dude, I haven't watched NMLZ in so long. I think really when he kind of entered Formula Drift. Like that was kind of it for me. I was like, okay, dude, I'm done. I was like, I can't watch this anymore.
That's funny.
Cause I was like, okay, I got my Miata. Okay, I'm gonna start drifting as soon as I graduate, and I'll at least be able to like do something. Like get out of high school, and oh my fucking god, everything's so goddamn expensive. It's like, dude, I could barely afford tires. How the fuck did you do this?
Damn, at least we had that easy.
Yeah, dude, me too. Are you changing your car or something?
Yeah, I was just accepting a bunch of rewards.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's one that's accepting like every like 10, 15 matches. And
Oh, really?
If you play more, then you'll kind of just waste the matches.
Hmm.
So I'm ready when you are.
Alright, bet.
I think right now there's only like one YouTube channel that I keep up with.
Yeah, I don't either. I've been doing a lot of podcasts recently, actually. For like the last year or two.
I guess I did. What do you listen to? Like, do you have like a specific?
So I started off with like kind of Joe Rogan, just because that was just like
I've never listened to it, but I heard people say it's
I like his podcast. The only thing I don't like is yeah, I don't know, my fault. I like his podcast sometimes with certain people, but with like certain intellectuals, I guess maybe he just takes it too seriously sometimes. But he like puts them down halfway through the podcast. What the hell? Yeah, like it'll be like subtle stuff, so not enough to where he gets hate for it, but enough to where it's like really noticeable if you like pay attention. Like I saw this one post making fun of him, and it was like he'd make a joke, right? Or they'd be talking about some monkeys or some shit, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, dude, imagine like 500 monkeys just like beating the shit out of you." And then the other person, they're like a top scientist or something, and then they just go along with it because they think he's joking around, and they're like, "Oh yeah," they start carrying guns, and then he'll just switch up on them, and he'll be like, "I don't think monkeys can shoot guns," and then he'll make like his guy called Jamie. He like searches up all his research, and he'll be like, "Hey, can you search that up? Can monkeys do that?" And then the other guy will be like, "Oh, I was just like, you know, fucking around." And then he'll just ignore it, and he'll be like, they might be able to like hold the gun, but I don't know about aiming it." And it's just like it's so like distasteful, and he does that a lot. Or like he'll just straight up like shut people down sometimes, and it's like, dude, it's like you do know you're running a podcast. Like, this is about them, not you. But one that I really like that I found is a guy named Lex Fridman. I think that's his last name. You might have seen like videos of him like on Instagram or something. He always wears a tuxedo, and he talks very like monotone.
Oh my god!
Oh! But I really like his. Oh, I really like his podcast. He doesn't shut them down at all, and he like really lets them speak. The only thing that I kind of don't like about him sometimes is that he'll just like, I guess because he has a list of questions he wants to ask, and sometimes I guess he'll kind of like let them speak for too long, or he'll talk for too long about one subject. So he'll just like, I guess when he remembers, he'll just like completely cut off that conversation, even if it was like getting good. So like they'll be getting deep into like a certain subject, and then he'll be like, "Anyways, I wanted to ask you, how did you become a CIA member?" After like he just cut off an entire conversation of like a cool ass operation they were doing, and it's like, okay, I get it, like that's understandable, but you could have like, hey, sorry, we're getting a little off topic, not just, anyways. But his are really good. I really like his. Or like he'll also challenge people if he knows that they kind of, if they're saying something but not out of like uh damn, out of like a neutral, like his standpoint. Like he was talking to some guy from Palestine, and I guess they were, I don't know if it was Russians or what, but they were like killing people in Palestine or some shit. No, Israelis. They were like fighting, killing each other. And the guy was like, "We need to do something about this. Da 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 da. There's so much hatred in their heart." He was just going on and on about how much they hated them and they're racist and it's not wrong. And he was like, "Do you have hate for them?" And the other guy was like, "Why does it matter?" Like he got kind of upset. He was like, "Why does it matter?" And then like, I think that's pretty cool, like challenging them. He's like, "Why does it matter?" He got real defensive, and he was like, "Well, you sit here and talk about how much they hate, but I sense that you have some hate in you, and I think that's important to the conversation." So now they have no choice but to answer, yeah. And he was a college professor, so he's like, he's real smart too. I like his podcast a lot. I watch a lot of like, I'm really into like government shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like fucked up government shit. Yeah, I'm really into that shit. Man, dude, after what, like, I don't know. After watching so many of those, living a normal life is so unappealing. Cause it's like, dude, they'll be fucking threatened by like the mafia, and then they live on their own, but they're working for the government, but they can't speak about it, and all this crazy shit's going on. And it's like, bro, like I know your life's threatening and stuff, but like something about it, just like it's so attractive to me. Like obviously I would be scared for my life, but I would be so incredibly like excited and happy that like I know secrets that I know nobody else in the world but me knows. And then along with that, it's like, dude, like you have something to do. You gotta, like, you fear for your life. You just gotta figure it out. It's not like clock in, clock out, go home. You know, whatever. It's like, it's exciting, I guess. Yeah. I don't know, man. Man, like, I've even thought about joining the military just to get top secret clearances and just focusing on that. Cause, dude, I love that shit. I eat that shit up, bro. Oh my god, I eat that shit up. From what I know, anybody can get just like in general top secret clearance, because there's like levels to it, but they're all called top secret clearance. Like Seth has one, but it's because he's on a nuclear boat, so I mean, technically he has to have it to be on the boat, or else he can't be on it. But yeah, that's just like basic. Like he doesn't actually know anything crazy. It's just like I'm on a nuclear boat and I can't tell anybody because nobody's really supposed to know where it's at. Or submarine, not boat. But like that's cool. That's cool. Even though it's like really nothing, it's really cool. Cause I don't know where the fuck that boat is. Don't nobody know where the fuck that boat is, but Seth does. He's fucking in the submarine right now, like 4,000 feet under sea level or whatever. That's fucking cool. I don't know, just top secret shit. Really, I love that shit. Video essays? Oh, like just going over it.
Yeah, like certain events, like,
Mm.
like the Waco one was really interesting. They're not really like super like crazy, but it just kind of like murdered an entire town and made it look like a good thing.
Yeah. See, I listen to mine's the same way except they're podcasts. So it's like people that went through that shit, and then they talk about it and like they get real in depth in it.
I mean, I'd be interested to hear like about somebody who was like at like Ruby Bridge or like, the whole Waco incident. Like, did you know about Ruby Bridge?
No, I don't. You talking about Waco, Texas?
Yeah.
No, I know. I think you told me about it, but I never did any research on it. I never heard anything about it.
Those both are kind of, I mean, they're kind of wild. Like so many people and like so it's actually like after going through something that you wouldn't
I love crazy shit like that, dude. Like I don't. Mhm. Really? What the hell? Dude. No, dude, that's crazy. But like, I feel like he's like, what's his name? Is it Jack Brisky? Something like that. Jack Brisky. I recently listened to it. He was, that was really interesting. It has nothing to do with Waco. I'm sorry, but he was a part of the KGB, which is like Russian CIA, but like kind of pure evil. It's not like they're trying to hide it. He was a part of it, and then he was sent to the U.S. So he was like a spy in the U.S. for like 12 years, and then he had a kid and decided to leave the KGB. And they threatened him, kind of, or it was like a threat. Like if you left, you were pretty much like that's a death sentence. You can't leave. And he stayed in the U.S. The U.S. found him after an X amount of years and kind of figured that he wasn't a threat. And then, so then he started working for the CIA. It's a crazy thing, but I think you'd like his story. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Well, he's like 90 years old now. But that was like in the 60s, 70s. Or maybe it was before Putin. Because while he was in it, Putin was also in it before he became like president or whatever. But yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking wild. Unabomber? I don't think so. Really? Oh, I think I've heard about it. Like, I've heard about the bombs in the mail, but I never, like, that's one of those, like, I just never really researched. What the fuck? Mm-hmm. That's fucking insane, dude. Really? Yeah. That kind of reminds me of Bob Lazar. At least the stuff like him saying shit and it becoming real. That one's pretty wild too. That one's about like aliens and shit. Like alien technology. Like fiber optics. Supposedly that was alien technology. Like being able to feed information through glass. Or like bendable glass. Yeah. No, like fiber optics. I'm pretty sure it's like kind of glass, no? Yeah, supposedly that's where that came from. Because fiber optics, like, so I can't remember it clearly, but I think he talked about how like fiber optics like deadass came out of nowhere. Like it just came like fucking out of nowhere. Like it kind of just like skipped like technology advances, you know. But and then like I think I told you about it. I don't remember too much, but he worked at a place called S4, which is like a secret place in Area 51. And he supposedly worked with like I guess a UFO, like a technology, and it was like they at the time they brought him in to just figure anything out because they didn't know jack shit about it, and it was pretty much like literally just go over there and fuck with it and see if you can get it to do anything or figure anything out. And what they did know is how to turn it off and on, but that was it. And supposedly they told him to get close to this fucking ball thing, and they turned it on and told him to like try and touch it, and he couldn't touch it. It was like emitting gravity. Like he literally could not touch it. Nobody could touch it. You couldn't do anything to it. And then I don't know. It was a whole bunch of stuff. And then he like got kicked out. I think because he was like a whistleblower, and they kicked him out, and they erased all of the records of him. And then like 20 years later, people were calling them crazy over these stories. 20 years later, people started, like, I think somebody found an old magazine, like from NASA or wherever, that had him on it and his face on it because he made a car that could operate like, it was like a rocket car. And they posted it or whatever, and somebody found it with his name, so it was like confirmed. And then, yeah, and then a whole, like, what he said from the S4 place was that to get in, it wasn't fingerprint, it was bone density. and they would measure your bone density, and they had a machine that could read it. And again, everyone called him fucking crazy. What the fuck? Like, that's science fiction. And then papers got declassified when somebody passed some bill, and a bunch of shit got declassified. And it was like the exact machine, like detailed exactly how he explained it. And like it measured bone density, and it was like, and I don't know, it's just crazy. It's like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Yeah, it's insane. I think they killed his wife too. I don't remember if it was him or a different guy, but somebody that was into that UFO stuff and knew a bunch of crap. They got like threatened, and that they told him they were gonna kill him or hurt him, and then his wife mysteriously got into a like a crazy car wreck inside of a tunnel, and then the car, like her car, immediately got shipped to Mexico and like scrapped. Like literally like the very next day, like he could not find it. They would not give, like, he couldn't, like, they, like, everybody was like, oh no, the car fucking, we don't know, they took it, and then he found it, or he found out that it went to Mexico. Some fucking, like, no-name guy bought it, and they shredded it. And I also don't think he ever got his wife's, like, corpse or anything. Like, it was just all gone. It was just like, yeah, your wife's been in a wreck, she's dead. Also, we got rid of everything. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, I think that happened to two guys, if I remember correctly. It happened to one guy, and then another guy, I don't think he made a car, but he made like an engine that ran out of water, or ran on water, and then he mysteriously had a heart attack, just out of nowhere, out the blue. And then, like, that was it. And then his shit got stolen, like all his stuff, like, just disappeared. Oh, and I think recently, I don't know if it was recently, or like within the last year, it was sometime recently. It was some sketchy shit. I don't know the full story because I didn't look into it too much. But it was like nine like top cancer research doctors were supposed to get on a helicopter flight, and I think only 5 or 6 did, and it just mysteriously crashed and they all died. Yeah, I think it was after, like, one of them tried to get some sort of, like, discovery made public or some shit. I don't know, something like that. And they just like killed them off, I guess. I don't know. I didn't look into it that much. But it was something like that. Boeing? No. Mm-hmm. Really? Yeah. I guess you can't prove it, I guess, sometimes. Dude, that's crazy. It's so crazy that shit like this is happening and everyone knows and it just stays happening. Like, it's just so much crazy shit, dude. so many people dying for no reason, just for like people to make money. My fault. For like I think in the one of the spies was talking about how the Democrats, like that whole section or whatever, you can't like speak out if you're on their side. Like, you know how they have like 50 people or whatever on their side, and they hold meetings and shit, and everyone's supposed to talk about shit and make ideas and shit. Supposedly, or from what he's saying, is that's completely changed. Like, it used to be that the Democrats were the ones that used to talk, and conservatives were like the ones that kind of like were real strict on shit. But that now with Hillary Clinton being their leader or some shit, if you even speak out a little bit, they'll like kick you out, or they'll like shun you. Yeah, it's like completely just like one-sided, and everyone's too scared to speak out because that's how they live. I don't know, it's insane. He went into detail about it, but it is insane. It was a whole bunch of wild shit. Oh man. See, I find them interesting. Like, I know they're scary, but like, I don't know, something about it is just like real fascinating to me. Have to go through that, yeah. Well, see, I would love that, just cause I don't know. I guess.
But then we're all in danger. Me.
I guess you're right. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. You guys be alright. Y'all figure it out. Nah, I'd be fucking mad if they sniped her through the window, bruh. I'd be like, bro, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
No way, dude.
Hopper's in love.
Is he?
There's a deer lady. Look. And technically he's a full deer, so. And she runs up on him, look.
But yeah, no, that would be wild. If I didn't have you guys, I would totally want to be a part of something like that. That's pretty funny. Like, even if it's dangerous, like, if I had no remorse, or if I wasn't like close to y'all at all, like if it was one of those like broken families or whatever, I would be in the military right now. I would 100% be in the military right now, trying to do some sort of intelligence. 100,000%, bro. 100,000%. I wouldn't either, but that's why I would want to join, so I can learn about all that shit. Even if I can't change it, I would like to know and be able to whistle blow or inform people, or like, bro, I know it's kind of a crazy thought and I shouldn't be saying this while I'm on live stream on fucking YouTube, but my fault. And this is all jokes. This is entirely a joke. I do not mean this by no means. But wouldn't it be crazy, hypothetically speaking, if I wasn't close to all you guys in a different life, and I got high in the intelligence programs or some shit? My thing was like, dude, if it's crazy enough, and if it's like ruining, if it's some shit like Hillary Clinton, like not letting people speak and not letting democracy be democracy, and it's like ruining the country, bro, I would fucking shoot that bitch in the head in front of everyone. Like, just so like the rest of the country can have a chance, you know? Like, I wouldn't care if they assassinated me afterwards or shot me. I don't give a fuck. I'd fucking wait. I would wait till it's like being live streamed on television, little conference, and just like put a cab in that bitch's head. Like, that would change the fucking country, and I would sacrifice myself to do that. Dude, that's fucking wild. As a joke, though, I remember that. I remember he told me that. That was like joking and shit. That shit was funny as hell, dude. What the fuck? That's fucking insane. That's such a shit plan. Because at least what makes sense is like, you know, kind of infiltrate. You know, I'm right next to her as the conference is going on, and then just, you know, I'm so trusted they wouldn't even think about it, and then I pull out a fucking Magnum 500. Yeah, they pull out a fucking, yeah, also crazy shit. Not even like a normal ass pistol, like a fucking, I think it's called a 500 Magnum, not Magnum 500. I don't know if you've seen that gun, but dude, that thing, oh my god, dude, that thing is fucking. It's like a deagle, but like twice as big and twice as powerful. Like if you shoot it, like people, experienced shooters do not like to shoot that gun because it hurts their hands so fucking bad. It's a, I don't know what bullet it shoots, but I know it's fucking massive. It is fucking humongous. I would use that shit. I would put a fucking statement down, bro. It wouldn't be just like pop in the head, you know, a little bit of blood. No, hell no, that shit is blowing the fuck up. Like, that would be insane. I would go down in history. I thought about that, but obviously if I did that and I got a family, even not my own family, like you guys are fucked. Like that's it. That's you guys are fucked. They're taking all 4 acres that my mom has. They're gonna take the fucking traverse. They're gonna do fucking something. They're gonna fuck y'all over. They're gonna fucking, Riddell's mysteriously gonna die. Ed's gonna get sniped too. Poor Lucky. Gonna run his ass over. Look at, strap a fucking IED to that motherfucker. Dude, that'd be fucking insane if they did that and made him walk into the house. I know they'd blame that shit on some, oh yeah, this is an old battlefield we didn't know about, and there just happened to be a bomb. And yeah. How unlucky. Anyways, and they probably throw a fucking GoFundMe. No, that'd be insane. But dude, that's the one thing stopping me from living a crazy life. Because I don't think I could leave my family for like 15 years. Just doing some crazy shit. Because that guy I was telling you about, that Jack Barsky, he like left. Like he was like damn near like the most intelligent person his age in Russia. Like he was a fucking genius. And then he just disappeared. Didn't tell his mom nothing, didn't tell his wife and kids nothing. He just disappeared. And like never went back. At the end of his story, they ask him like what's if he regrets anything, and he says he doesn't because he loves his life now. But that if he were to regret something, it would be that he never went back because he found out that his mom, after he left, didn't stop never stopped looking for him, and that she died. Uh, like yeah, she died like a year or two before he actually went back for the first time. So she never found out what happened to her son. She just like ran around like 24/7 looking for him. And he also left his wife and kid. Um, yeah, he said he was genuinely like in love with this woman, and they had a kid. But 12 years down the road, he had another kid with another lady in the U.S. And he says that the way he looked at it, it was either betray your wife that you've already been gone, for so long. Either betray her or betray this fucking newborn child. Because I think the mom of the child in the U.S. was like a drug addict, so he was really like all they had. And then yeah, he chose to raise that child and then not go back, which is like insane. Yeah, it's insanely sad, but I mean, I guess that's the price you pay to live one of the coolest fucking lives ever. Like, such an interesting life, dude. I would like to say that I would, but I think I'd be able to do. Well, no, I couldn't do the things he did. He was too smart. But aside from like learning languages and shit like that, in terms of like fighting for your life and like being scared for your life, I could do all that shit, easy peasy, no problem. I would love that shit. But if I had like a wife and a kid, dude, I could not just disappear overnight. I could do that, at least not like as I am right now. Maybe if I was a different person that had a lot less heart, but I cannot do that. I could never do that. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Oh my fucking god, dude. I could do it if I didn't have family, because I feel like without y'all, I wouldn't really be so caring, loving, or whatever. If I didn't have any of y'all, I would be a cold ass motherfucker. I'd be so cool. You motherfuckers are keeping me lame as hell. Dude, that's the thing. That's the thing about that Jack Barsky guy. He was like, I'm telling you, he was like the smartest person. The smartest fucking person ever. He was like a high fucking class like professor, like he fucking had it made. And then, which I don't understand, because if you were that fucking intelligent and that high up in the world to where like even the government looks up to you, I would have not taken the deal, because he was given the deal of like becoming this super great professor, intelligent, whatever the fuck, or join like a fucking mafia CIA. Like, who the fuck would choose that with a wife and kid? I wouldn't. Oh my god, I keep whipping me so bad. But I would not do that, bruh. Yeah. Man, I would love to do it. Like, dude, not gonna lie. Again, if I didn't have y'all, if I didn't have anything, I would be so down to be a part of some sort of human experiments. Like psychological human experiments, whatever the fuck, as long as you're not tearing apart my organs to see how I react. I would be so down. As long as you can promise me it won't be too painful physically. But if you want to like, I don't know, surgically remove my eye and like give me a drug that's supposed to make me be able to see somehow, dude, that'd be fucking dope. I would love to be a part of that. Like those crazy Russian sleep experiments or whatever. Oh, dude, that's... Yeah, I thought it was real too, yeah. I figured out it was a creepypasta, like, after a short while. Like, maybe that same day. Yeah, no, I love that story. It's my fault. I love that story too. But, like, man, that is so cool. Shit like that is so cool. Like, I can't imagine being in the heads of those guys after, like, the 7th day. Where, like, every minute feels like a fucking week. Yeah, like, I understand it would be horrible, but also, like, something, I don't know what it is about it that fascinates me so much. I guess it's just being in that state of mind. Dude, yeah, and then, like, I don't know. I don't know. Something about it's just so fascinating to me. I guess it's just the state of mind that fascinates me. I would love to be a part of that state of mind, just to see how I would react or see what I would think of it afterwards. Like, yeah, yeah, you're right. I wouldn't be going to be a part of that experiment, but something like that. Because I wouldn't want to be ripping apart my organs and shit. That's kind of wild.
I need to search up the CIA. Like, the name is right there. Like, the name is popular. Like, people know about this. Oh, MK Ultra.
Oh, yeah. I've heard a lot about it, but I've never researched it. I just know they did a lot of experiments and crazy shit.
Yeah, I never know the exact thing, but I've always heard of, like, its effects.
Yeah, and then one of the spies that was in the CIA, that Lex Fridman guy asked him, and he was like, MK Ultra, can you confirm or deny? And then he was like, oh yeah, no, everyone knows that is 100% true. Like, that did happen. That is not even, like, disputed. And it's like, dude, that's crazy. Or the one I told you about where the Japanese, like, killed and tortured and fed poison and cut off people's limbs just to see how the body would react, and then the U.S. let them off scot-free just for giving them the information. Like, dude, I get it, that's pretty valuable, but like, hey, give me the information. Um, I don't know, $20 million fine on top of that, instead of like killing all of you. You know, I feel like that's pretty fair. Not like, oh, you know what? Yeah, you're good, dude. Just go back to working at Kmart. You're straight.
Yeah, no, that shit is wild. I watched a video on it. I think it's like Unit 731. Yeah, and like, it was hidden like up like the facility was like it was supposed to. I think it was like a cover up. It was like a fake like water cleaning whatever facility for like the town or whatever.
Mhm.
And it was actually that whole like
Yeah.
program was like what kind of shady cover? Like that. It wasn't like a public cover. Like it wasn't like supposed to be a public cover.
Yeah, but it was like right there.
It was like
Like, I don't know if I told you about it or not. If I told Kelly, but like I think like last month or something, they found a kid that like so he lived in the house and then obviously he had a neighbor. He lived with his mom. He was like 17, and one day he left and went missing. Like could never find him. And I think 20 years later, they found him in the neighbor's basement.
yeah, oh dude, yeah.
Like, bro, like, dude, like, I wasn't even, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really think about the dude. I was like, he's straight. But, like, I can't imagine being the mom in that situation. For all those years, being so terrified and scared of what might have happened to your kid. And for that entire time, learning that he was no less than like 20 yards away from you the entire time. Like, just as much as you wanted him home, he wanted to be home, and he was right there. Right there. And then, like, the lady was just using him to do, like, witch rituals. Like, that's it. It wasn't, like, killing and torturing. Well, I think she might have tortured him. But it wasn't, like, you know, anything really crazy that she couldn't have just gone on Reddit and done anyways. It's such a, like, kind of normal thing. But, like, she just ruined this fucking child's life. Like, completely. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, dude, shit like that's crazy. Oh my god, bro. I'm not even gonna watch that shit. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah. Or did you ever hear about the guy that would like? That was some crazy shit. He like kidnapped like 2 women. I think it was a bunch of women, but like how they got found out is that it was like 2 women and this guy's like best friend's daughter or some shit. Like his niece, pretty much. It was like his niece when she was like a child and like two older women. And he had like a tortured slash like rape room. And he would like drug them like a motherfucker and then like rape them. Or like torture them, like do whatever he wanted. And dude, that case is so wild. Like there's he would drug them and like tie him up, whatever, and then he would like have a tape for them to play. Like he wouldn't be there. He left like a tape for them to play. And it was like, I'm gonna rape you, my dog's gonna fuck you, like, this is what we're gonna do to you, don't worry, you're not gonna remember. And then like his niece had like a crazy fear of dogs or something, and it was like real specific. It was like a crazy fear of dogs like fucking her or something. I don't know. I just remember she had like a fear of something real like really like a weird thing like that. And then she ended up like remembering what he did to her like 15 years later or some crazy shit. I don't remember how long. But it was a long time after. And then he got caught. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? What killer? He did. Yeah. Well, he did more than rape them. I don't think he killed anyone. I don't know how long it was. Okay, well, I'm not getting into all that. What's just saying? A long time later. Because he kidnapped them and raped them. Yeah. Yeah, it was some crazy shit like that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, no, dude, I love those things. But I've never really watched a full episode on them or anything. Yeah, no, I do the same fucking shit.
But no, yeah, that's what he did, and I think one of the bottom ones, the iceberg was on serial killers,
Mhm.
and one of the bottom ones was some guy from like South America, and he had killed like 450 something children, and he was just like insane. I think he was about to get released like last year, so like a month before he got released, he had a heart attack in prison.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
That's an insane number. 400 like
Yeah. That's crazy. Like, do you watch Mr. Ballin? No, he does like a bunch of I think you'd love it actually. He does missing 411 stuff, if you know what that is. Dude, it's so interesting. And it's not just that. He does like just crazy stories in general. Like there was one that I thought was insane. It was like these two Indian people. They were madly in love. They had like 3 kids. And they were like extremely religious. And they were broke as shit, like dirt poor. So they would just work, come home, live their best life, whatever. Good people, community, everything. Amazing people. And then one day, they told I think the mom's parents, like, we're gonna go on a date. Can you take care of the children? And so, you know, it was a regular thing that they did. They went, did their thing, or they took children, took care of them, and then they never came to pick them up. And then the next day, the children went over there, and like, you know, they went to the backyard, couldn't find them, went to the backyard, went to this little hut, and they all started like fucking screaming and crying and shit. And then, pretty much, like, to sum it up, what ended up happening was that, like, nobody can explain why, but they, like, just slowly throughout the month started building a guillotine in this hut. And they left a note, not even for the kids, nothing. It was just like, we're doing this for religious purposes. We are extremely happy, and we both decided to do this. No, like, malicious intent. Right? And then, like, they chopped their own fucking heads off. Just in the backyard. And left a note. That was just like, hey, we're doing this for religious purposes. Whatever, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's because I think even like the religion they're a part of, like it, like that is like nobody can explain why the fuck they did that. Like in their backyard, they just chopped their heads off, and their children walked in there and just saw their fucking parents decapitated. Yeah, and like that's it. That's just what happened. Nobody can explain why. They didn't explain why. Nothing.
Stories like that,
Yeah. Or I think you know, you can go ahead. Mine's a long ass story. Well, kind of long. Damn. He fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie. Mhm. Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah. No, that's fucking insane. Yeah, same with me. I've heard too many of them. Like there was one with like these two teenagers. Same shit. They went to go smoke weed at like I think in the woods or some shit. And like over this hill, I think they like some kids were having a party. I don't remember. But they went or like maybe they all left. I don't remember. They were just alone in the woods smoking weed. And then they heard like almost a slashing sound or like chopping sound or some shit. Something was going on, and they went over there to like take a peek, and it was some dude like taking apart some lady, like just chopping her up with like a machete or some shit. And they ran away, and he chased after them. Wasn't able to get to them, but he chased after them and then ran back in the woods afterwards. And then, like, I think it had been a while, maybe like a week or two, and they kind of just like, okay, we're just like tripping, whatever. And then it ended up being like a murder. Like it was like he was like a serial killer. and I think he popped up one more time at one of their houses, like in a shed. Like they were just like they got home or some shit, and they saw him again, like just back there, and then they ran inside, and that was like they never saw him again. He never got arrested, never got found. I don't know the full story. It's a lot more interesting than that. Yeah. And then like, he knows who you are.
Yeah.
He knows exactly who you are. And like, he showed up again. He didn't do anything to you, but he showed up again. And like, and that was it. And it's so crazy that shit like that just happens. I don't know, dude. There's so many crazy stories. You should watch Mr. Ballin. You probably did. No, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was one where they had like some woman who did like murder cases or whatever for the FBI. And she was talking about how like there's actually around the US at all times there's like 30 serial killers. Always.
Really?
And like there's more. So those are the ones that like we know about. Like we found the bodies and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But there's even more that like have.
Like, yeah. It's insane. It's insane to think that at bare minimum, bare minimum, there's at least like one per state. Dude, that's what I think about all the time too. Like, how many interesting people have I came across and just had no idea? Whether it be like a fucking spy from Russia, or like murderer, and like how many of them have like thought about me when I walk by, like, oh, that kid, like I could do something to that kid, or like I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder how many people like those and one of those
Yeah. Like they just use some fucking. Dude, I thought about shit like that too. Like if the government was doing some secret ass like crazy shit, and they just put like Target on the side of their truck, and nobody even like questions it. Or like driving past downtown Dallas, that area. Yeah, I was tweaking. But like driving past downtown Dallas, if you really pay attention, there's a lot of fucking buildings that look vacant. Like they're just like, they just look extremely old. Like there's nothing going on there. And it's like, dude, how many of these, like, you know how fucking easy it would be to have like a secret government organization work out of there? Or just do some crazy shit out of there? Because nobody just goes to downtown and looks at shitty buildings. Like, nobody looks at some shitty ass building that's just around the corner in this random alleyway in downtown Dallas. like, that would be like the best place. Because nobody would think like, oh, the government's doing some crazy experiments in downtown Dallas, where everyone's at. But then if you really go to downtown Dallas during like work hours, there's really nobody there. There's not much traffic down there. All the traffic's like through the highways that flow through there. But actual downtown, there's like no traffic. And it's just like, dude, it's so, I don't know. Or like one specific building I am really interested in downtown Dallas. It looks like an old fucking silo, kinda, and like it's like super fucking run down, like super fucking run down. It's like the entire building is like rusty, and then it has like a fucking kind of like two big silos next to the actual main building, and it's all like rusty. It looks like that, like if rust was rain and it just rained all over that fucking building. And it's just so weird. It's just like, why the fuck is that in downtown Dallas, and what the fuck is it still doing there? Cause like, dude, there's all the windows are like broken, missing, shattered. Like one of the interesting things to me, at least, I know it could be literally nothing, but there's like at the top of this fucking building, it's like real high. It's like super high. There's a door that leads to outside. There's no stairs, no nothing. It's just a door. And I'm like, why the fuck? What is the point of that door? Like, I don't think nobody's getting thrown off of there, but like, why the fuck? Why the fuck y'all just got this like random door all the way at the top that leads to fucking 60-foot drop? It's so weird. And then the weirder thing, because I always saw it, but I was just like, it's just an old fucking building. They don't use it anymore. It costs too much to move it, destroy it, whatever. And then, like, I didn't notice, but there's like, they added like another building attached to the rundown main building. And like, the main building was made of like bricks and shit. It's all rusty, nasty. This new building looks like, I don't know. The outside looks like I guess like it's made out of like mobile home material. Like, it looks like it's not like brick or nothing. It's kind of like back rooms looking, and it's like brand new, super clean, brand new. There's lights on in there, and it's just attached to this building. And I'm like, dude, okay, what? Like, that's like, dude, what is going on here? It's like, dude, I want to, like, oh my god, I would love to just break into that building. Yeah, but the thing with that though is that like a lot of downtown buildings have like codes to go into like rooms or hallways. Like, it's all codes, from what I know at least. Because I went to downtown Houston, and pretty much like anywhere that's not supposed to be public has a doorway with codes. So it's like, you can't really just like walk in there, especially if it's not like an obvious business. Like, you can't just walk into this fucking silo, creepy looking place with a fenced off gate and be like, yeah, heard y'all sell stuff. I'm trying to buy. What do you want? I don't fucking know. What do y'all sell? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Also, just the word like silo in Dallas, they don't sound like.
I don't know what else to call it. Like, it looks like you know those things, those giant, it's like a giant cylinder, it's two giant cylinders pretty much. It's just two very tall cylinders. Are those silos?
That's what I'm thinking in my head,
Yeah.
It was like, why would
I don't know. The most I can think of, it was like an old factory from like before Dallas was like a city, and it was more a like a big, like, you know, that was just one of the ways they made their money for the city. That's the only thing I can really think of. But I don't know. That one sticks out. All around it looks like sort of run down, but that one looks especially run down. But I don't know. What kind of?
Remember that Liza that the
Yeah. Mhm. Ooh. But yeah. The all around it just looks like kind of old, but like not that old. Maybe it's just like, I don't know. I guess like Madisonville. It's not like horrible, but it's not like brand new. But that place just looks like it's been fucking used and abused. But also it could just be like some sort of factory, and factories always look like that. I don't know, I can't see. There's too many buildings around. I can't see if it's like fenced off or anything. I just kind of see like the top half. And it's just like this new building attached to this really old building attached to like these two silos. And it's just like, something don't feel right. Like I need to know. Like I just have like a weird need to know what the fuck is going on there. Now totally break in if I wasn't gonna go to prison for like 2 years. Or like just fucking, like if I got like you and RJ and we just waited till these motherfuckers got off of work and just snatched one of them and interrogated him. Speaking of Chinese factories, I don't know if I told you, but a few months ago, I don't know how long ago actually, it was a few months ago. I don't know if you heard, or if it's public, or if it's just a complete lie, but there was kind of the same thing in California, except it wasn't like a silo. It was just like, it kind of looked like a school, like if a school had been, what the fuck? Like if a school had been there, like maybe like an 80s school, and then the Chinese bought it, fenced it off, and yeah, so like it was just never looked at, thought of, everybody drove by, it wasn't anything special. But dude, it was so obvious that there was some sketchy shit going on, because they had trucks there with like Chinese plates, like unregistered vehicles, like so much sketchy shit. And then supposedly the government kind of found out about it and they raided the place, but everyone had fucking left when they raided it. It was like a fucking secret Chinese laboratory, and
Oh, okay, can you not start it? I need to get off.
oh yeah, no, you're good. Oh fuck, how do I cancel it?
Who is like a what? Oh, press timer.
Oh, but yeah, it was like a secret Chinese like laboratory, and supposedly they had a bunch of rats in there with a bunch of different diseases, uh, including like COVID-19, like different strands of it, and like a whole bunch of crazy shit that just had like a bunch of rats kind of like making the virus, I guess. I forget what it's called. But they were like growing the virus kind of
Just in a little.
in California, like there in some fucking rundown building that nobody thought of. And they finally looked at it and they were like, "Hey, why is there this fucking 2024 unregistered truck that that is the only truck that goes there and it leaves and comes back? Like full tinted windows. Like why is what the hell's going on?" You know, it's just so sketchy. It's just weird shit, dude. It's like crazy shit like that that's just like that could literally happen anywhere. Or one thing that I'm really, really interested in right now is the Freemasons in Madisonville.
Dude, so I've never really understood what that is. It's like, I don't want to say a cult, but it sounds like a cult.
I read about it. At least the history. I know the history of it. I don't know anything about what they do now, modern. But it was pretty much just a group of mason workers, stone masons. And they were just a bunch of really weird, unintelligent people that made a group. And they would teach people how to do stone masonry, but it was like I don't know, I'm the master mason and you're my apprentice. You have to do what I say, rank up. Kind of like a cult, but they really didn't do any harm to people. They were just a bunch of retards. But I don't know what they do modernly, but I know like George Washington and Abraham Lincoln were both Freemasons.
Yeah. So when I used to work at Monterey, there was a guy that, I mean, this dude was pretty cool. Like, he was friends with me, Julian, and the other guys that worked there. He just said it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Funny. But, like, every now and then, he'd, like, pull you to the side and, like, try to recruit you for the Freemasons. And he'd say, yeah, we're like, Freemasons. And, like, you know, like, George Washington used to be here. And I was like, okay, that might be bullshit. You know, I don't know about that, but, no, he made it seem really weird. And I always thought about it, like,
dude, I would have joined so fast. I would love to be part of a cult, just to get into the mind of a cult person. But, god damn. But, yeah, like, there were no threat, at least the history that I know. They were just a bunch of retards. But, there's I don't know if you've ever seen it, but there's that Freemasons fucking, like, building in Madisonville. Like, in the square, yeah. It's literally right next to the police station that's right there. It is right next to it. It's a tiny, tiny building that's attached to a bunch of other ones. And it has like a giant glass. It's like a door and like a giant glass window, like right in front of it. But it is like, it has like fucking 5% tint. Like it's like pitch black. You cannot see in there at all. And there's just a Freemason sign that hangs over the door. And like, that's it. And I never thought about it. I was like, okay, they're just doing their thing. Maybe they're having some meetings. Whatever. Come to find out, you know that new Christmas shop? Behind that new Christmas store that they have, my friend Justin used to live in these huts that were back there. remember I think I told you this is the ones I wanted to look at. I went back there to see if they were for rent, you know, whatever. They're Freemason now. The Freemasons bought over like 6 huts behind this giant store, so like nobody can see back there. They bought all these huts and put a few new huts in there, and there's a sign that points to over there, and it just has the Freemason symbol on it. And that shit intrigued the fuck out of me. And then it's like, okay, because for a while I was questioning, like, what the fuck? Because that Christmas store is fucking huge. Like, it is huge. I don't know if you've seen it, but it is huge. It's obviously incredibly expensive. And I never understood why the fuck would you open that in Madisonville. But now it's like, okay, maybe you're trying to... I don't know if this is like some, like, secret... Just like, you know, you just opened a business, but not for the actual business. Like, you're actually doing some other shit. Or you're trying to put your hands on Madisonville before Madisonville gets big. I think it's one of those two. Yeah. It's like, dude, you guys, there's no way you guys are making that much money. I know you guys aren't making that much money. So, like, the Freemasons have to be funding this. They have to be. Like, what is so important? Or what are y'all trying to get at by doing this? And then you guys have these Freemason huts in secret right behind it, fenced off. Because they're still building them. And I went back there while they were building them. And I was like, dude, that's weird. And then, supposedly, from what they say up front, is that they're making those huts so that people can rent them out during the cold time, so people can stay back there and chill in the warmth and have a nice vacation or something. But why my thing is like, okay, if you rent out those huts, like I do believe they're probably gonna rent them out, trying to get some money out of it. But realistically, who the fuck wants to rent out a hut behind a store to have a good time? Like, that just, if you just think about it, like, that makes no sense. I would never want to rent out a hut in, like, behind Home Depot to just chill with my family. That makes no sense. It's so weird. Damn. I don't know, that really intrigued me, and dude, I want to break into that building so bad. Not the huts. I know what the huts look like. But like, yeah, I used to skate past it every day and try to like get a peek or something, see somebody, but I've never seen anybody there. I've never seen any action going around there. And can't really just like break in because the police station is right next to it. Oh yeah, dude. The city's definitely a part of it. And that's just like... Yeah. Damn, that was fucking insane. But, yeah, dude, like... Freemasonry has a big backing in Madisonville right now. Or maybe they have for a while. They either have their hands on Madisonville already, or they're gonna get their hands on Madisonville and run Madisonville, I think. I really do believe that. Or they're at least gonna try, I think. No, I haven't. No. She probably just think I'm crazy. She's like, Timo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Freemasons? Oh, you mean like the teacher institute? Yeah, they recruited me the other day. That'd be fucking insane. I don't know, this is weird, dude. And then there's like ranks to Freemasonry, and it's strange. It's real strange. Or like the what's that one airport? That weird airport. That one. Yeah. That one. If you look at the, it's one of the statues inside. If you look at one of the statues, the people that constructed it are credited to some company that doesn't exist. And there's a, I think there's like a small Freemasons symbol in the corner of that statue. And it's like the Freemasons like did that airport, but don't want people to know that they made it. At least from what I've like kind of seen. And it's like, dude, like what? And then like, when you think about that, like the Freemasons are doing that, and then they're in Madisonville? That's weird. That's weird. Yeah, it's like number 2 in the world or some shit, isn't it? Not in the world, but like in Texas. It's like in the top 4, I think. Huh? You cut out. You cut out. Yeah, I don't know. It's so.
I would say it's like if Sarah ever goes to this or whatever, I'd be so down. Like breaking the I'd be so down to do whatever.
Dude, I'd be so down to do it, even if you told me, hey, you know, I'm down to go to fucking jail with you. Let's see what's going on with this shit. I'm down. We'll do it this fucking weekend. We just gotta plan it out, try and get away with it. But I'm down. I am so down to get some crazy shit. Hey, I would be mad, but I also wouldn't be mad, cause that's so fucking cool. To me. Like, I'd be so mad that it's happening, but I'd be so excited. Like, okay, we're not dead for a reason. We got something. We know something. They might find a use for us, and who knows, we might be able to help them and infiltrate even more, gain their trust. See, what if we did that? What if that happened, and then like during the time we're infiltrating, trying to find Sarah, we find out that Sarah's like the new leader? What would you do though? Like, she was like their new leader, but instead of being like, you know, just their new leader or whatever, she was doing the same thing they did to her to other children, like kidnapping them and shit. Would you turn on her? I'm saying like if you had full proof, like you knew, like she herself, like try to recruit you to do it too. Yeah. I wouldn't question it, but I'd pop a cap in that bitch. I know the audio, but no, I don't know that video.
No, but imagine there's like Sarah has like a baking color suit on.
That'd be crazy. Oh man. No, you're straight, you're straight.
I'm on this weekend, so I usually gone.
I'll be down there this weekend. I know Saturday I'm gonna look at that apartment. I'm free Sunday.
Oh, there's that nice tattoo, but here in Drive, they're opening up a mini golf course, like completely just mini golf and like outside,
Mhm.
like the course and everything. And I really go there. Maybe want to cool down.
Yeah, no, I'm down. And then me and Kelly, I'm not saying we're gonna move Brian or nothing, but we have thought about it. And if we do, that'd be fucking dope because we go to the gym like every day. That's kind of my main thing. It's like, dude, it'd be so cool to go to the gym together like, every day. 'Cause not gonna lie, I'll be watching those the tape videos, and I'm like, bro, me and Benny could totally do that shit. Yeah, the Tate brothers, Tristan and Andrew Tate.
Oh, boy.
I'll be like, well, they're known for like misogynistic and all that shit, but it's all like been disproven. It's all been disproven, but nobody likes to talk about it anymore. Um, but what I'm talking about has nothing to do with that. I'm not talking about how we're gonna kidnap people or nothing like that. But like they pretty much they do everything like together. They got like each other's back like fully. Like they went to jail together. They fucking built business together. Take all the losses together. You know, nobody can touch them. I was like, bro, me, but he could so do that shit. I'd be so down. Like I'm chilling at the crib. Be like, yo, Timo, I went to a club. This motherfucker popped me in my mouth. 2v6. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. We got that shit. I don't give a fuck if we get our ass whooped. I'd be so down. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I've been pull out the fucking hat. We did. We were playing it. You don't remember? I had it on the PS2, but I lost the fucking I lost that shit. No, we never beat it. I don't think I ever saw the ending either. I do remember though, like however far we did get wasn't really that far. Cause yeah, cause remember, like I remember fighting like the sisters. No, I remember fighting the sisters like kind of midway through the game. But when me and you played it, we played for like 2 hours, and we got past that part. Yeah. The farthest I remember getting is me and you were fighting that guy that could change into whoever he wants. And Goro. And Goro. Oh, really? Because I don't remember ever beating that. I remember sometimes beating the transforming guy and then getting completely like wiped. And then just like doing that transforming guy over and over and over. I just remember that shit being so fucking hard. I'm gonna be so fucking mad if it's not at least halfway hard. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we were. I remember when you first start and you cross that bridge and you fight those guys with the spears. I remember dying to them a lot. But they were like the easiest characters to get by when we played. I was like, dude, I remember like being genuinely scared of these guys. And now it's just like 2 hits done. So I think we were just cheats. I would pay to watch that gameplay. I also thought about, oh yeah, my fault. You gotta go. But I will say, I thought about doing judo as well. I've heard that's pretty usable.
I really wanted to learn. Have you ever seen ever of that?
Mhm.
I wanted to learn. You know, each element like martial arts.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I wanted to learn the one earth bending, whatever that is.
For what? Wrist bending? Oh, earth bending. Oh, I have no idea. Cause I watch Avatar, but not like that. I don't really know it like that. I just want to learn judo because supposedly that's kind of like the one you want to learn if you actually want to be able to fight people and shit. I'd be down if we move to Brian, dude. We work out, learn how to fight, do some shit. We just gotta do some shit, really. That's what I thought about. If we move to Brian, we gotta do some shit. We gotta do something. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you because my dad told me that you were talking about maybe going back to school. What are you trying to go for? Radiology? Like to work where? Like oh. Oh no, he was just telling me that I forgot what he offered you or if he was just talking to you. But that you were like, oh no, I think I'm going to school.
Yeah, like if he told me if I wanted to, not only like go work for it, he's like, yeah, like might as well pay for it.
Mhm.
No, why? But yeah, he asked me like if I want to go in it, open it, and then he was like, also like the thing is go, I'm going to Mexico. I was like, oh well, can you bring my birthday? Surprisingly, he was like, okay, surprisingly. I think it's we'll see though.
That'd be dope. Yeah, no, you're straight. I'll see you. Take care. Damn, it's 10:30 already. Really? That's crazy. Yeah. Makes sense. pretty long.
Mm-hmm.
They say if you get all the formats and you kind of goes on to get to a place. Why are you stupid?